Hi, good morning, everyone. This is Shanta Babu Pandian. This is my new YouTube channel. In which we are going to discuss about all data science and machine learning and deep learning and all other the concept what we are calling out as AI, and along with Azure stuff as well. So let me start with my first video. So hope definitely it will help for you guys to understand these data science um, from the basic level. So this is not going to teach like very advanced concepts straight away, putting that some other mathematical things and other stuff. Don't worry about that. So we'll take it up one by one, slowly, within pieces, try to understand the concepts, and we'll move on one by one. So really, it will help you guys to understand what exactly the data science and ML, machine learning, and further things. It could be a slow study, but I'm strongly recommending that you will understand, you can understand that the better way, right? So let's start now. So today's session is I have planned introduction to data science. So before you start anything, we supposed to ask the questions like when, what, why, how. There are so many questions. You have to put up the questions on the table, then only able to get the answer. That's very important. So let's start with that in the concept so that please join with me so that it will be easy to understand the concept one by one. Why data science is important nowadays? Yeah, of course. Data science is one of the important feature in every organization now because it helps the business leaders to make a decision by using data science and the extension of various data analytics field such as data mining, statistics, predictive analysis, and many more in earlier days. Now they want to predict so many things. I'll give classic examples one by one later, might so that you can understand better way. So the data science is very important for each and every organization. If we have your data in your hands, certainly you can start doing data science and ML implementation in your organization. That's very simple, one line statement. Why we need means we can enhance the business and we can compete our business competitors to enhance the business, and we can satisfy our customers. Okay. So what is the data science? The data science is an interdisciplinary field that uses scientific methods, a process, algorithm, and system to extract the knowledge and the insight from many structural and unstructured data. It's a simple. So far we look at the data as a data. Now we are going to apply some scientific methods and process and some set of mathematical algorithm on top of that. So the data will react in different way and it started giving insight. That's nothing but, so if you're eating the raw food, vegetables, that's different thing. If you're adding some ingredients and cooking that and doing or putting oil and fry that, and after eating that, you can feel the different taste, right? The same way, if you look at the data as a data, you can see it all through that only. But if you're applying, as I mentioned, all the tools and techniques on top of that, I'm sure we can find so many things in it that we can find out how we are doing, how we are with respect to the customers, how we are performing. We means here the organization. It could be any organization, it could be any engineering field. That is actually the data science is across all domain. That's what I said. Actually, if you have 100 records or 200 records, means you can start doing something small thing like predicting analysis, something like that. 200, 100 might be a very small little. Just for example, I'm saying, if you have an amount of data in your hands, if you started doing, playing in data science, help of expertise, so you can find out the how your business is doing. That's very important. That's what I want to mention over here. Why data science? So we have so many things in the world, right? So we have application, we have reports and business intelligence tools and everything across that. But here, the main goal of the data science domain to help the organization, it could be a small, medium, or big, whatever it is. They can make the decision quicker and better decision in the business problems and challenges what they're facing so far. Very important, right? So which can take them to the to the market status as well as providing the long-term survival in the market competition. So if, for example, if I have some product in the market, I want to understand how it is doing in the market. So I want to get the feedback. Feedback might be huge and huge tons of data. So I cannot go and review each and every feedback from the customer. So collecting the data and putting into the data science environment model, and you can get the output from that, the numbers or visualization part, so you can find out how your business is doing. That's so data science is data driven. Yes, of course. The last 5 minutes, so we have discussed about the data, how the data science is working. Of course, the data science is 100% data driven. Without that, we cannot do anything, because before getting to the data science and ML implementation, so we need to collect as much as data to understand how we are performing in the society or in organization level competition. That's very important, right? So, as I mentioned earlier, if you give a torture to data and it will confess to anything, this is given by the Ronald Coso, the economic Nobel Prize winner, has mentioned that torture the data, it will confuse anything. So we are going to give complete pressure on the data, applying very nice features. So I don't want to say that is actually pressure. We are going to decorate your data as a raw data with a different, what is that? In the term of jewelries, dresses, or any other styles, so that it will expose in different way, so that we can find out what exactly need, right? And coming to this, data science is represented as a simple Venn diagram. It's nothing but the computer and mathematics and business domain. As we know, earlier days, actually, when we are developing any software, we need domain knowledge and business knowledge, and it can be represented, replicated, converted in the form of application. Then we started using so far. It's that again, we'll do that the same. But want to do something like apart from that, certainly we are connecting with data science means certainly we need one more diagram called the maths and statistics. So if you're asking me, hey, Shanta, what is that exactly the data science means? Data plus science is a data science. Of course, it's a simple language. So you have a data, it could be a structure or semi-structure, the data, and we have to do a lot of things over there. We'll discuss that later. And we need to apply the scientific methods and mathematical models on top of the data set. You can get the different types of the graphs and representations of numerical values, etc. So many things. That is how the data science. So here I have given a simple diagram saying that there are lots of graphic representation which never we have seen in our existing application. For example, if you are doing some visualization things, that may be a pie chart, bar chart, something like that. In case if you're using any business intelligence tool. Now, if you're applying all these techniques, so we have so many language and other things like a Python and or and SAS, all those things, they have their own capability to represent the data in the form of visualization so that it presentation. So instead of showing a large text, if I show it in the form of the picture representation, the understanding and grasping at the receiver side is a huge, right? Because actually, when we started our schools, we started learning with A for apple, means the apple should be there in the picture, right? If B for ball means we can see that ball in the as a picture, so that we can understand. So easily we can understand. The human brain is such a way is trained in the way, so we are giving in the form of visualization will be very effective. And here I want to certainly discuss about the main thing about the big data. Without big data, certainly we cannot survey on data science because we need big data environment to collect huge and huge data for our data science and ML and AI, whatever implementations we are going further. So if you look at that, the key focus for big data to handle a huge volume of data. So I'm not going to discuss about that here because probably in upcoming videos I can cover that big data piece as well. So the data science, we are going to analyze the huge volume of data, right? So collecting the data is a first step. It could be huge amount of data. There will be all the process, we'll discuss that later. But in one line statement, the key focus, we want to analyze the huge amount of data in data science. And the key accountability with respect to the big data is processing a huge volume of data from various process, various sources. So we get ready for the next stage. And same time here, extract the insight of the data and making the predictions and decision by using the processed data and fine-tuned data, I would say, in data science. And methodology wise, so here the way of capturing the data and sorting the data using SQL programming, so many things, blah, blah, is coming in the big data. If you're going with the data science, it is a combination of the programming and the statistical and machine learning algorithms, flavors. We can find out like the inside of the data in the form of numbers, right? You find out like how it is performing or percentage wise, right? And programming tools, Python or. So my case, actually, I'm going to go through with the Python. Later part, like we jump into the PySpark because with respect to the Python, the PySpark is very fast in the environment of the if you are implementing in the cloud implementation, so that it will be very fast. I worked on R as well, but after there are lots of new from libraries and all other functions are coming into the picture. Python, very easy to understand and easily you can write the code, right? And then when we want to start with the data science, what we need basically, as I mentioned earlier, so we need a complete mathematical knowledge. We need surely we need and programming knowledge and some set of SQL programming knowledge as well. So, and then we are going to have the data wrangling exploration things. Here is going to be a 60 to 63% of our time, our effort is going to be focused on data wrangling and exploration process because this is very, very, very important, right? Fine tuning that. Like if you're going to prepare your food, for example, a chef is going to prepare something, a nice dish in her restaurant. So he is to go and get the vegetable and he needs to pick up the very good and quality things and eliminating like what is that it's not required. Sometimes it may be there might be a, like gems or any other issues with that tables or it's not in like properly um, grown or something like that. So he'll pick up that vegetable in proper way and cut it in proper way, and he'll collect all the vegetable what it required for his dish, and same time he'll put like what is that salt and all other ingredients, oil, everything. He'll choose properly and mix it thoroughly and start preparing his dish. So that's a very, very important thing. Actually, data wrangling is a selection of data and fine tuning of the data. So this is a very interesting part. I will have a very, very interesting videos will I'll upload in upcoming days. And startup level, right? So go with like machine learning with supervised learning and supervised learning things. Reinforcement learning is also support of that. It's bit higher version, but its initial focus we can focus on supervised and unsupervised. Underneath we have so many types of the stuff. So we'll see that. So I'm coming to the data science project. If you're going to set up the data science project, what are the recommended roles in data science project? Right? So it's case by case is different, or organization level is different, or base is different. So, but standard, if you want to implement something means, so we need one statistician and one data scientist and and one data administrator and business analyst. And same time, we need a set of people, this set of people, and we need one person to monitor the progress of the project. It's nothing but our data and analytics manager. Okay, so these people we need basically. So data scientist will work along with a statistician and business analyst will work together, and so that they can understand the business problem. So the statistician can understand what exactly what kind of the stats model we can apply on it. So all those things he can identify. So the data science will work along with them. Obviously, we need a data architect. So the data architect will design the tables which you are going to do the sorting analysis. And same time, actually, we need that ETL process. So we need a data engineer as well. So after we are gathering all these people, so we need to go ahead with this. If the organization looking something a bigger picture team, so obviously we can have a data analyst for supporting the data science as well. And certainly we need database administrator, because actually to give access permissions, security reasons, so we need a data administrator for this project. And even sometimes we have so many other roles and responsibilities, but this is a very minimal structure. You can have at least one or two data scientists or one or two data engineers, and one architect and one statistician, and you have a good knowledge about business analyst. So we can go ahead with it. That is a very, very important thing. And next, coming to this is a simple data science lifestyle. So the first thing, you want to understand the business understanding, what is that problem and challenging area. That's very important. And we are going to have that data understanding point. First of all, we need to understand the business and data understanding point of view, so that if you understand the data, what kind of data they are generating through their applications, so that we want to understand what kind of data they have, first of all. And data preparation is the third step. We want to understand what exactly the data required for our implementation. I mean, like ML implementation. So after the data preparation, then we are planning to have a modeling, which model is best fit for the available data. So I have given a just a three-line statement, data preparation modeling, but if you look at a real-time scenario, it's a huge and huge information. It's but for to come across the stage 3 and 4. After the evaluation is very important. So because if you're putting a number of models, means at least 4 or 5 models to validate our environment, our what is that, our whether we are getting the proper output, the model. So we need evaluation. So after the evaluation, we choose the best model and we can deploy our model into the production, so that then it's some obvious, like, so we can get the data output, everything. If you have like any other, if you can export as an API consumed by any other application, or else you can prepare some nice application visualization so that we can give all the output to that. So the senior level management, CEO, CFO can see that properly, and they can understand how the business is going, where they want to improvement, where they want to improve, they want to concentrate on that. So at any point, things will be taken. And certainly the team will give explanation. So it's going to be a complete monitoring so that they can understand. So for this session, I have choosing like the Python, because the Python um, is a robust and is open source language, and it's a flexible and powerful, and syntax wise is very simple and very easy to read. If you're implementing any simple concept, if you look at it in SQL, if you're doing the pivot table, or if you're doing something like in writing file, creating file object and putting into that file object to the file local folder or any other folder in .NET or Java, it's a tedious process. But in Python, it's just a simple one-line or two-line statement. Even you can understand very easily. So that's the reason actually I was choosing the Python for this DataSys complete tutorial, so that you can get benefit out of that. And not only that, it has a very powerful libraries. So all the machine learning applications and scientific computations are there. So it is good one. So we'll go on. So my next video going to talk about completely Python data analysis, because that's the first and foremost things. We need to analyze the data before applying any ML algorithm, right? And followed by that actually data visualization. So data analysis and visualization is very important. Once we get ready with all those things, so almost you done. Then simply applying that ML and evaluation of that model, and we can evaluate whether we have correct right response. We can go ahead on that. So this is my first video, guys. Actually, I think hope you like this video. So please subscribe and give your comments, so that it will be really helpful for me to come up with the new videos, to share my knowledge of the bigger form. So I have my blogs as well, so you can follow with that. So it has like a complete wherever I publish, so published articles will be available there, and then apart from that, the other articles might be there. So you can just go and review that, not a problem. So you can just go through those articles. Um, so thank you guys. So we'll see in another video. Thanks a lot for your time, and have a great day.